What is up, everybody? It's V here, back again with another manga pickup video for August 2017. I got quite a few pretty decent volumes here. The majority of this is just series updates, but nonetheless, let's get right into it. So, starting off, we have the one and only One Piece, volume 83, and as you can hopefully tell right down there, I am still reading it. Guys, I mean, like I've said before, One Piece really needs no explanation. Absolutely wonderful series, and it will continue to be that way just because that's how One Piece is. And anyhow, next up we have Attack on Titan Volume 22, and I do apologize for the way I'm sounding. I got a little bit of a cold today, but that's okay. Anyway, Volume 22 of Attack on Titan, and I must say, as far as Attack on Titan covers go, this has got to be my favorite. There's just something about having shades of blue on a manga cover that just really make it stand out and make it absolutely beautiful. But, I mean, this scene, though, pretty much just took my breath away when I saw it. I mean, seeing it on this video here, it really does not do it justice. But anyway, for One Piece and Attack on Titan, if you have not checked these out yet, definitely recommend you do. Next is Yona of the Dawn, Volume 7. And actually, I am getting to the point, because I know there for quite a while I was unsure if I was more of a fan of the manga or the anime, but I'm getting to the point where I think the manga is just a little bit better. It's still following relatively the same storyline as the anime does, but I just feel like it's done a little more better, I guess is a proper way to say it. But nonetheless, Yona of the Dawn's a great series. Recommend check it out if you have not. Then we have Volume 19 of Food Wars, and I'm just going to state, and hopefully I don't make anybody upset over this, as much as I love Food Wars, I can't say that I was a fan of this particular volume. And that could have just been me, but I just feel like I couldn't really follow the storyline all that well for one reason or another. And again, maybe I went through too quickly, you know, didn't give it much of a chance, so I probably will go back and read it again here after a bit, before Volume 20 comes out. But again, Food Wars, nonetheless, is an awesome series. Recommend you check it out. And next up here is a volume I have not read yet, and that's Volume 14 of Haikyuu. And for those of you who don't know, Haikyuu is a sports manga about volleyball. And as I've stated in some of my other videos before, I'm not that much into sports manga, but I heard so many good things about Haikyuu, and I knew I had to check it out, and I really do not regret it. It is absolutely amazing. I'm just kind of shocked, though, that a manga about volleyball is doing as well as it is, and there's a plastic spoon right there. Sorry, this room's a disaster. But anyway, so, and what really shocks me, though, is volleyball is not really that popular of a sport, at least in the States. I don't know about other countries. I think in Japan it is a little bit more popular among boys and girls, too, because here in the States it's mostly just a girls' sport. But, again, nonetheless, check out Haikyuu, especially if you're a sports manga fan. If not, probably still worth checking out the first few volumes at least, see what you think, and then go from there. Next is Sweetness and Lightning Volume 7, and I just finished reading this right before filming. And as I said all the time with all the Sweetness and Lightning volumes, very cute series, reminds me a lot of Yotsuba and. So if you're a fan of that series, more than likely you'll be a fan of this one too. And I actually recommended this series to a fellow manga YouTuber, CJ vs. Manga, who was actually one of my inspirations for starting this channel. So CJ, I thank you so very much for being that inspiration for me. She is actually, and she's mentioned this quite a few times before, she is becoming a teacher, which props to her. That is absolutely amazing. She liked this series, however, her only complaint was how the teacher is portrayed, because this little girl right here, her father is a teacher. It's kind of hard for me to explain. It just would be something you'd have to check out. But the way he's portrayed is kind of, I don't want to say terrible, but kind of weird. So I can definitely see where her complaint is very much valid. But again, nonetheless, Sweetness and Lightning is absolutely amazing. check it out. We're at 7 volumes right now. I'm not exactly sure how far the series is going to go. I think there's like 11 volumes out in Japan or something like that. But definitely check it out, especially if you're a slice of life fan. Definitely, definitely, definitely. And here we have volume 4 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders. And I am ashamed to say I have yet to read this. Oh, goodness. But anyway, so JoJo, y'all know JoJo. I cannot wait to read this. However, that character right there looks really, really creepy. Yeah, I kind of, kid you not, I got a little bit of a chill going down my spine when I saw that. It just kind of freaked me out a little bit. But again, I will eventually get into parts 1 and 2 at some point. I just want to get a little farther into part 3, get some other series taken care of. So those other ones really are not a priority for me, but I love part 3. And I also hear part 4, which I know it's going to be a while before we get it. I hear part 4 is like 100 times better than part 3. So it's hard telling, because I wasn't planning on going any further than part 3 with JoJo, but we'll see. I might just do that. Next up are some new additions here, new series I should say. First up we have Your Name Volume 1, and this is the manga adaptation to the movie of the same name, and oh my word. You all know my favorite manga is A Silent Voice. I almost forgot the name of it. But this one, if it continues to do as well as it is, there's going to be a very close call, because this first volume is absolutely amazing. The story, if you have not seen the movie or read the manga yet, the story focuses on these 2 teenagers, both in high school, and try to avoid too many spoilers here, they switch lives. And what unfolds are just a series of random yet non-coincidental events, and it's very touching, and this volume really left on a cliffhanger, and I'm super excited for volume 2, because this is going to drive me insane until I read it. And I definitely cannot wait to see the movie. I have not seen the movie yet, but definitely, whether or not you've seen the movie, you definitely need to check out the manga of Your Name. Absolutely brilliant. Alright. This next one is also a new series to the collection. It is Descending Stories. Let's see. Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju. Well, that title just kind of rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? We're just going to call it Descending Stories just to save time. So this manga is really, really interesting. Basically what it is, it focuses on a young man who just got released from prison, and he becomes an apprentice to this gentleman here, and he gets into the art of an ancient Japanese form of storytelling called Rakoku. I don't know too much about it, except from my understanding, it's like a really, really weird form of storytelling. If I can get, I'll see if it's in Wikipedia. If it is, I'll put a link in the description of this video, but this is definitely an interesting read. If you're into traditional Japanese culture, this is definitely something I do recommend. And last but not least, you guys already know I have some of this series, but we have 6 and 7 of Barakeman. I've only read just a tiny sliver of Barakeman, but I'm kind of waiting to finish up a couple other things so I can keep this series as my main focus, but I definitely cannot wait to get into it, because Barakeman in the beginning is absolutely amazing, and I hear nothing but good things about it. This is another slice of life manga. It's actually really good for kids, believe it or not. But this probably would trump Yotsuba and Sweetness and Lightning in my opinion. Now I haven't gotten far enough into it to really give an honest opinion, but I would definitely recommend checking out Barakeman. I am just now starting to get into the anime of it, and I absolutely love that as well. Alright, everybody, just one more quick overview of my pickups for August. Pretty amazing if I do say so myself. Now before I leave, I did want to make a couple of announcements. For September, I am unsure at this time if I'm going to have a pickup video. I might wait to do that for October, only because there's only a few manga next month that I am planning on picking up. And I will be on vacation for a few weeks in September, so it's just really hard to tell. If it works out, I will have a pickup video, but if not, we'll just move it to October, because I will have a lot of pickups for October. So anyway, guys, that wraps up this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see. It'll really help me out, and I will see you guys later.